Well, good morning. I am going to just join you today with a get ready with me. Um, I hope that you had a fabulous weekend. So, if you're joining me, definitely comment below. Let me know where you're joining in from. It's always fun to see. I'm streaming into a couple different groups, so if I don't get back to you right away, I will. Just know that's why. Um, Yeah, so we had a busy weekend. Um, yeah, busy. Of course, it's back to school time, back to fall. And so that's what I'm actually going to talk the most about today and just do a quick, simple, back to the basics, back to school fall look. And yeah, so the thing that I am very excited to introduce to you today are our brand new liners. Um, we got brand new lip and eyeliners. And these are so fun because, I've always loved our liners. They stay put great. But these are going to do even more so, like 10x, because they're waterproof now, truly waterproof. So, all right, I'm going to show you how they work, how well they glide on, etc. Once I get there. So first I did my skincare, have my moisturizer on, primer if you do primers. And so, it's up to you if you'd like to go ahead and do foundation, typically is what I always did next. But today I like to kind of work my way down so that I can clean up underneath my eyes, any fallout, etc. If I'm doing especially a little more dramatic look, you'll notice it, right? With those shadows and stuff. So I am going to start, and I'm going to go through this kind of smoky look, okay? And so the first one that I'm putting on is Moonstone. So I'm going to use my mirror to the side here, and maybe you can see better anyways if I do that as opposed to trying to use the screen. So Moonstone has that nice shimmer to it. So really you just want it up above and in here. So I kind of consider it like a rainbow shape. It's just an easy way to do it. Just a rainbow shape. And everybody, again, does this different. Some people do that last. It's up to you. And then I'm going to come in with this gray. I want to say this one is shadow, but I feel like this one is Cashmere Haze, I think. It's a light. You want to use a matte, anything matte. So coming in with the gray, typically you want to place it wherever you want the darkest pigment, right in the corner, and then blend in so it softens it out. And again, basically a rainbow kind of shape or windshield wiper type movement, because that just pushed that big puffy hood back. Okay, even if you don't have hoods, that's the idea, is that it helps push that back because it doesn't have the shimmer. Okay, so you want a matte and just kind of a mid-tone. So nothing too dramatic, whether you use a light purple, I keep forgetting, soft heather is a nice soft purple. We have the dusty rose as a matte pink. We have hazelnut, that's a great matte. matte brown, and they're all just nice mid-tones. That's what you want right here to visually push that back. And then in the corners, I am going in with this darker chocolate color. I believe this one is espresso. Now this is a matte as well. This works great as even a brow filler. Some people use it as their liner. But again, if you want yours to stay put all day, this is the exciting thing, like I said, is the new liners. So as you saw, I just work from the outside in, and so it just softens it. But instead of that fold bringing my eyes down, it now gives it a little bit of that lift. You kind of give it your own line to follow. So just kind of follows from the bottom of your eye up. Okay. And then, yeah, so I actually grabbed, to go with this whole smoky look, blue. Yes, this is our new blue liner, navy. And I love it because it's not a bright, scary blue. Let's see it a little better there, maybe. And so this I'm going to do as my liner. And I like to just bring it into, as you can see, it's not in the waterline, but it's right in just kind of what they call tight lining, right in the lash line. And just look how that already lifts that. So only about halfway. And then same with the top. Actually kind of stroking it into the lash line from the bottom, or you can go from the top too. I just really try to keep it really thin because I have little to no lid space. So our goal is to open that up and versus closing it. I know many of us, anybody else, always taught to just do the whole thing, right? Well, you can, but it actually makes your eyes smaller as opposed to looking bigger and more awake, which we need this morning through Monday, right? So same thing here, just kind of really gently stroking it into the lash line. Got a little thicker there. And same here. Actually coming from below and playing up that lash line. Now this also helps if you have the hoods, etc., or that lid kind of rolls. You are able to get it in that lash line without that gap. If you deal with this, you know what I mean. You get a liner on, but then there's that white gap that you missed because your lid is either puffy like mine, whatever. But that's where this morning, literally, again, I wake up with like double and triple bags under my eyes and up here. And so I put something that I just learned was taking that instant puffiness reducer and doing it all the way around my eyes. And that way, by the time I'm ready to get ready, it's just gone. And it definitely helps my hoods look, I don't know, firmer. They don't seem as prominent. You can actually see a little bit of my eyes this morning, my lid. So crazy. Okay, so that is the new blue, navy blue liner. And the cool thing is, before the, let's see, here it is. The little sharpener was in the cover here. And if you lost this little cover, which fell off easily, to do your sharpening, your crayon your liner could start to dry up, right? Well, they improved even that because that now comes out and there's your little sharpener. So now you do it that way. Look at that. So how smart, right? So you can get it sharper even if you want to, if you really want to get it fine, but they're creamier like a crayon. And yet, like I said, you can literally do your water line if you want it, and that's your favorite thing to do is the water line, and it does not rub out. I've heard from quite a few directors that we had received the new liners and such, and got to try them in Dallas at seminar. And yeah, they do that do the water line, and they said stays put all day, no washing out, nothing. It is waterproof. So woo, cheers. Give me cheers if that's a big deal to you. Okay, well, it looks pretty good. Like I didn't have a lot of fallout there. So I'm just going to go ahead with my foundation, and I'm using a liquid today. Which one am I on? I want to see, is it the 100? Beige W100. And I like just squirting it onto the top of the brush. Oh, I forgot to use my heart brush today. So I have two of them. But I like to start in the middle because that is kind of where most of us are the reddest or want the most coverage. And then kind of starburst is how I learned it from a top makeup artist, kind of starburst it out. Now, nobody else is going to see that. But again, just naturally, your coverage is going to be the most right where you need it. And just work it out. Okay. And then for cheeks, I'm gonna go with, let's see, I want to say this one is, what's it called? Rosy Nude. It's very soft, matte, very light pink. If you can even see it in this. I think this is my webcam is not the greatest. There, you can see it a little bit. But it's a very soft lip. So for me, I like to, if I do a more dramatic eye, then I like to keep my cheeks and lips light, or vice versa. If you do a bolder lip, keeping the eyes a little softer, so it's not like all the way, right? Your whole face. And then finishing with the lips. So here's this one. It's a nice neutral. I'm trying to remember what shade this is. Beige nude. So it's almost your lip color, so you'll barely see this one. But again, this is just glides on like a crayon. And that is the cool thing, is you can fill it in and it doesn't feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel so dry. Look at that. Just gives your natural lip color some color. And they're creamy enough to wear alone. But again, If you usually put a little lipstick or lip gloss over the top, like I like to do, we typically kind of eat that off, right? Eat or drink that off. This is going to be still there because this is not only because it's waterproof, but fill it in. And that way you've just got an all over nice stain to your lips. So how's that for a fun, just neutral, quick, easy, more of a fall smoky eye look. And the cool thing to make it easy to take all this waterproof off at night, our famous oil-free eye makeup remover just had an upgrade. Yes, I didn't think it would be possible. I was trying to remember. What did they say? One sells every 6 seconds. I think when I was in Dallas, I'm like, 6 seconds. That's how popular it is. #1 selling in the US, not for just for us, but #1 selling eye makeup remover because it is oil-free. And you just shake it up and those two powerful parts mix and that takes off everything, waterproof, etc., which it did before. But now it's like I always felt like I had to wait a few seconds to let it kind of do its thing. Now it's just like almost instantaneous. And I feel like I need even less because it does work so well. So, yes, applause, applause. And with that, in the new fall catalog, I hope you just received yours. If you didn't, let me know and I can send one your way. These are an option as well for only $5. You can get these. It's a whole pack, 5-pack of these, and they're washable. So you just squirt your eye makeup remover on there. You can use them with the micellar water and just do a quick cleanse, and yet they're washable, and even have a little washable laundry bag so you don't get lost. But so smart, so cool. And again, very, very soft. So, all right. Well, I hope that you guys have an awesome, awesome week and keep checking in. Ask any questions about the new products below. Yes, it was fun jumping on and connecting again. All right. Hope you're off to a great week. Blessings.